Welcome to the exciting and new mini podcast. I'm Jason.
I'm Andy.
And I'm Brian.
It's the mini podcast.
We're here to talk about stuff we're watching, right?
I guess. I mean, what are you watching? I don't know. What are you watching? That sucks. I'm watching this.
I'm excited to hear what Andy's watching.
You never saw this? That's
Oh my God! What have you been doing in the last ever part of your
when
life?
people are like that, like, oh, you ever see this? You never saw that?
Yeah, there's a billion things on out there right now. Everybody can't watch everything. I don't like that. I don't like where it's the.
No, I don't like when people act like
this?
it's so good.
Oh,
like,
so you discovered this? No one knew about Breaking Bad till you started watching it, huh? And I did watch Breaking Bad and I loved it, but I'm not like
that's the first one.
But that is one of those shows that people are like, "How did you never watch Breaking Bad?" Like, well, you know, I had kids. I had kids. I wasn't watching that.
Of all people, you
like crystal meth and you like New Mexico. Why wouldn't you be watching that?
Christine never watched it.
Michelle never watched it. And I always say to her, I'm like, listen, whenever you're ready, I'm there. I'm watching it with you.
Coworker Veronica,
Veronica's watching
it too.
Yeah, Veronica at hashtag drinking coffee or something like that. I don't know what her hashtag.
Yeah,
is.
I'll tag her in this episode when we post it.
I mean, even my kids have both watched all of Breaking Bad. Daniel has watched all of Better Call Saul. He actually started talking about Better Call Saul yesterday. I'm like, I'm not ready to talk about Better Call Saul
people
yet.
Talking about it too early.
You got to give me at least 2 days because I didn't watch it today either.
That's on his wife. Your wife set me up today, man.
For what?
Because we were talking about stuff, and I said I hadn't watched Better Call Saul yet, but Christine was talking over me, so.
And it made it seem like he said, he had watched. Because Christine was even talking about Better Call Saul. She said something about the show. And I was
She's never seen it.
I know, but it was something that was in the news, so she said something, and as she was talking, Andy said, "Oh, I've never seen it."
Contrary to
I've never seen it. I haven't seen the most recent episode.
But that's what I'm saying. He did it like last night. He was like, "Oh, I didn't see it."
That's exactly how I talk. I hadn't had coffee yet, so I usually do talk like that.
And contrary to when she was on the podcast, that woman can talk and talk and talk, except when she's got a goddamn mic in her face.
Have you met my wife? She's Italian, man. They don't know how to shut up. But
man,
good example. Put a mic in front of her face. Luckily for us, they'll never listen to these podcasts.
And they had them right next to each other. They were like
deer in the headlights. They're like Cindy Brady on that game show.
Say that.
The red light came on and they clammed up.
Like Baton Rouge, Cindy, Baton Rouge.
You know this. Was that what the capital of Louisiana was? Was that what the question was? Baton Rouge.
All right.
What are we talking about?
I'm going to kick it off with a movie I watched just this week. It came out in the theaters not too long ago, but it's streaming right now on Hulu. The Bob's Burgers movie.
Oh,
and it's
that is not what I thought you were going to go with.
No,
I'm shocked.
Yeah, it's the Belchers.
I actually watched it on HBOMax.
Is that where you watched it?
Yeah. I have access to that. Maybe you don't have access to that. I'm not sure.
The Belchers try to save the restaurant from closing as a sinkhole forms in front of it, while the kids try to solve a mystery that could save their family's restaurant. Very fun. If you like Bob's Burgers, the television show, this is a little longer, hour 42 minutes, obviously, but fun and it's a really good story. They did. I think it was done really well. I recommend it. If you haven't watched it, get out there. And if you like it.
Do you watch Bob's Burgers? Do you watch
I don't watch
show?
it religiously, but I've definitely watched
then it might not be as good.
Yeah, I don't know how much you have to know. Like when the Simpsons finally did their movie, like they've been out for so long. Like I don't think you ever had to watch the Simpsons to enjoy their movie because the Simpsons
they were almost a part of. They weren't even just television. They were part of.
They were just ingrained in the pop culture Americana.
They were part.
I don't think Bob's Burgers there, so I think you got to know who Mr. Fischoeder is, Felix Fischoeder, like who these characters are to know.
I know who Fischoeder is.
I know, but like I'm just saying, like I don't think you can watch the Bob's Burger movie without really knowing what Bob's Burger's about. But I thought it was so much fun. I enjoyed it. It's like
I thought that you knew that's what I was going for.
No.
Now I don't know what other movie I watched this week. That I
maybe you didn't. You said you watched a movie that I just talked about. I didn't realize I watched two movies.
Okay.
I didn't realize I had that much free time on my hands. I didn't even know I was going to recommend the other movie I watched, but now I will recommend it because I watched another movie.
So
that was even what I was going with.
I am saying to recommend it. You're going to follow.
Bob's Burgers, great. Yeah, I loved it. It was very funny.
Yeah.
Well, that was a movie. Did you have a series that you want to recommend?
I don't think so. Do I?
No.
Was there one that I wanted to watch? Did I?
Oh no, I was just wondering.
Oh, all right. I was like, did I mention something that I didn't? That I'm missing?
I'll mention.
No.
I'll mention one series that I watched and a movie that I watched, and let Brian go, and I'll save my other thing for a little bit later. I started watching Veep. I'd never watched Veep before. I mean, listen, I love Julie Louis-Dreyfus. She's Elaine, Tony Hale, Buster on Arrested Development, 2 A+ people in a show that I've always heard great things about. I think she's won Emmys for this. And
I think she was winning Emmys like 5. I think it was on 5 or 6 seasons.
It's
she
one of those
like
shows that I'm like, why am I
that.
not watching this? Why am I not watching Veep? So I watched the first, like last Friday. Like I got home from work and I was just like, I'm watching Veep now. I don't know why. I'm just sitting down and I'm watching Veep. Watched 4 episodes. I damn near peed my pants. I was laughing so hard. It's great. I can't wait to get back. In fact, I stopped watching it because I said to Michelle, I'm like, we need to start watching this together, just like we did with Always Sunny. Like we watched Always Sunny together because I started watching them. Like, listen, you'll love this. We'll watch it together. So we did that. Now we have to watch Veep together. It's hilarious.
I watched the first season of Veep, and for some reason, I never went back to second season, and it just fell off. So I enjoyed it.
It's a cable comedy. Those sometimes you have to try to watch those.
Yeah.
I mean, listen. I love Curb Your Enthusiasm. I still haven't even finished this last season of Curb because it's just like.
I love this last season.
I'm not saying I didn't love it. It's just like one of those. You have to make an effort to watch it. And Veep, you probably had to make an effort. It was probably on 9:00 on Sundays when other things were on.
See, for me, like Curb that's must watch.
No,
for me.
I'm not saying it's not must watch. It's just you have to make an effort.
Not if he
to
hasn't
watch.
finished it.
Anyway,
Veep started it.
Veep is awesome. Haven't started Curb?
No,
you've never watched any of it.
I watched that first episode.
Oh, the 1 hour long movie.
Oh, the movie
where he does, where he talks about he has kids in that one. Remember?
Yes. Oh, and the movie I watched this week, which I thought was the movie that you watched, that I was going to be like, oh, I'll let you recommend that, and I'll piggyback on it. Was, shit, now I have to remember the name of it. Oh, I saw Thor. I like Thor a lot. Yeah. God damn it!
What in the world? If he fucking forgets it.
No, but I want to get it right because it's a long ass title. It is The Extreme Weight of Massive Talent. It's the Nick Cage.
Oh, I haven't seen that yet.
The Nick Cage as Nick Cage movie.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I have not seen that yet.
It is by far one of the funniest things I've seen in a long time. He's Nicolas Cage. He's playing Nicolas Cage. Pedro Pascal, Mandalorian, the Viper. He's playing like a Spanish drug lord who hires Nicolas Cage to come to his party.
The Nicolas Cage.
Nicolas Cage is it's not Nicolas Cage because he's got a wife and a daughter. I don't think he's got a daughter in real life, a teenage daughter. So there's a lot of drama at home, and he thinks he's getting this part. I don't even remember now. It's some Shakespeare part. He's like, this is my part. I'm getting it. Doogie Howser's his agent. He's like, you're getting this part. He's like, I'm getting this part. It's so awesome. He's getting this part. He doesn't get the part. And so then Pedro Pascal offers $1 million for Nicolas Cage to come to his party in Spain.
So it's Pedro Pascal.
No. He's playing a character.
That would have been funny.
Nicolas Cage is the only one playing himself.
That would have been fun.
Because I think Kate Beckinsale's daughter is playing Nicolas Cage's daughter. So it's like, it's not his real kid. But so Nicolas Cage goes to Spain, and Pedro Pascal is a ridiculous Nicolas Cage fan. Like, he's got a museum of The Rock and Con Air and Face Off and all these stupid things. And, Nicolas Cage is like, that's really cool, but I really like doing that movie. And so anyway, nonsense ensues. There's a whole plot because Pedro Pascal's a drug lord, things happen.
From Narcos?
He's the opposite side because he was the DEA guy in Narcos. Yeah. So it's fucking hilarious. It's so good. I couldn't recommend it any higher. Loved it.
Okay. Yeah.
So Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent. Recommend. Veep.
Bob's Burgers.
Recommend. Bob's Burgers. Recommend. Brian.
But you're not telling us the one thing.
Oh, wait.
Right?
I'm hanging on.
All right.
So I watched a series. I binged it.
The whole thing?
The whole thing. It's only one season, Netflix. It's called Boobitch.
Oh, I've heard of
What
that.
is this? I have no idea what this is.
It's about
Is it boo, comma, bitch?
Boo, comma, bitch. And it's about these teenage girls. Oh, they're one
I
of
should have
them.
known that, right?
One of them dies.
You know what? Why didn't we know that he was going to recommend something with teenage girls in it?
So one of them dies, and it's about them. For some reason, everybody can see them. See the
They're ghosts? Or?
Yeah, the ghost, and it's about
Just
actually
one of them
there's
dies?
kind of a twist at the end. I don't want
Right.
to spoil it for anybody who's actually going to watch it, but it was a cute. You know.
Boobitch.
Is it one season only because it's gone only one season, or it got canceled? Like, is there going to be more?
It literally just came out.
Just came out, so there might be more seasons.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Okay.
that goes against your rule of like you wait until a show's done a few seasons, right? Did he just say that?
Well, not
He
a few
says that.
seasons, at least a full season. Like I wait till all the episodes are out. Although I've been watching Orville.
I hear
It's on
that's
like
great.
season
Yeah.
4.
Orville's season 3.
Okay, 3, whatever. But
Have
it's
you
been on
watched
for.
that?
I watched the first 2 seasons. I haven't
I
watched.
want to
the
get
third
into that.
season.
I hear that's good.
Yeah, that is good.
That is a weird show because it starts off as just like a Star Trek parody, but then it becomes like its own thing. You know,
Yeah.
There's real drama and all that. It was good. I liked it
Was
a
it
lot.
supposed to be a spoof in the beginning,
It's
or
100% a spoof at the
It
beginning.
is Star Trek. Like when it came out with Discovery, people were pissed that Orville was more like Star Trek than Discovery.
and Orville feels like Star Trek, especially
Oh,
at
yeah.
the beginning. But I think it goes away from that later on. But
And it's the last series Norm Macdonald starred in.
oh, that's right. He's the Blob, right, or whatever. That's that.
Yaffet.
The little slimy guy that's like walk. Yeah.
I had no idea. I watched that Norm Macdonald special on Netflix.
The one where he just like talks into the microphone,
yeah,
looking at
and
the
then
screen.
afterwards,
I
it's
like that. That's with Conan and Chappelle and everything.
Letterman.
Seinfeld?
But like Mike Myers, or not Mike Myers, Adam Sandler and David Spade
Sailors.
didn't get a word in edgewise because Chappelle, who knew Norm for like 3 weeks, kept talking. I love Chappelle, but like let Sandler and
You know, those things are
Spade
all
tell
edited
those
together. Maybe they had
stories,
nothing
man.
to say. They're just like keep
But-
talking, man.
check out the Dana Carvey David Spade podcast just recently with Adam Sandler. That's a great listen.
They have their own podcast?
Yeah, they have their own.
Dana
too.
Carvey and David Spade.
Everybody's got a
Oh.
podcast now, Brian. We're not special.
They're copying us.
We're not special.
We do have
We're
more.
definitely special.
Jason Bateman and Sean Hayes and Will
I-
Arnett have a podcast.
You're promoting them again.
Hey,
It's a great podcast.
we do have more podcasts than Dana Carvey and David
We do.
Spade.
We have a lot of content
Oh,
out
yeah.
there. No one cares about our content. But we have a lot out there.
But that's okay because when they do start caring, they got a lot to go back and listen to.
I'm going to check out your back catalog now. Like, why? Why would you do
You
that?
sound like Gavin McLeod when he said, "I'm going to check
yeah.
out your backlog."
Vicky, get back to your room now. I'm going to check out your back catalog.
We do have, as of right now, 47 episodes out.
That's awesome.
Wow.
That includes the minis.
That includes the minis.
That's
yeah.
like we're pretty popular. Should we do something for the 50th?
Oh, maybe.
To what?
I don't know. I was just trying to have fun.
Maybe the 100th. How about the 50th?
I thought 50th would be
All right,
fun.
we could do 50th.
I'm going to see if I can find out how many hours of content.
Well, at
we
least
have out there.
Well, there's that
47.
one episode that's over 3 hours of the
That's
Love
right.
Boat.
So 50 hours at least.
And we've had a couple 2-hour episodes of the Love Boat at least.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it was nuts doing the Love Boat ones.
But did you have something else you wanted to recommend, Brian?
I watched this movie, Persuasion.
Persuasion?
I think it was on Netflix, but it was Dakota
Teenage girls.
No,
Dakota Fanning. Teenage girls.
Dakota
Yeah, yeah.
Johnson.
Oh, even another teenage girl, right?
She's in her 30s.
Is she really?
That was
Yeah,
actually old
yeah.
enough. Yeah, she was.
Wow.
Wasn't she in them movies
50
about the
Shades,
color?
right?
Yeah, 50
Yeah.
Shades of Grey. Yeah.
But this is a Jane Austen.
Oh,
God.
wow.
And I think she's come under criticism for it, and Netflix came under criticism for
Jane Austen has?
for this Jane Austen adaptation of
Say, Jane Austen's
Persuasion.
dead. She's not coming in any.
But
criticism.
I
Don't
thought
be
she
dead.
did great. I thought she had people were making fun of her English accent. Her
Yeah.
English accent was great.
To Jane Austen's.
Yeah.
Hers is spot on.
I thought it was a cute movie in the vein of Bridgerton. So
That is not a vein I want to tap into.
unless you're filming it with heroin.
Pure, please. Just put me out. Just let it go right to my heart. All right, I got
This is the one we've been waiting for.
now I hope I haven't built it up too much.
Get the applause or something ready.
Oh yeah, I'm ready.
I have watched the first 4 episodes of Cowboy Bebop.
Whoa!
Yeah, I thought that would be something that you'd be interested in.
The live action or the anime?
No, the anime. It's on Hulu.
Nice.
You're a fan of this, right?
I love Cowboy Bebop.
And it's anime, and I hear it's always like one of the best ones.
I've heard good things about this one as well. I've never watched it though.
I was like, I'm just gonna start it. It's only like when you were asking me before, like how many seasons is it and stuff like that. I can't figure it out because they do like 3-episode seasons. There's like 6 of them. I think there's only 26
short episodes, or
they're like half hours. Yeah. It's on Hulu, so I get commercials, but like I think there's only 26 total episodes.
I went with the no commercial for Hulu.
Well, I got mine free through my phone. So
do you think you're going to watch more anime after this?
Well, I'm not anti-anime. Like Star Blazers is one of my all-time favorite shows back when I was a kid. So I am pro-anime. It's just that
did Anthony buy that, or did
I bought it?
Right?
I bought it online, and I got sent 2 copies of it. So I gave Anthony my extra copy because I knew he was a fan of that too. Spirited Away, love that movie. There's another big time anime. Kobo and the Two Strings. Is that what it's called? I watched that a long time ago. But anyway, Cowboy Bebop. He's a bounty hunter. He's on the ship, the Bebop. The bounty hunters are called cowboys. He's on the ship Bebop, and every episode so far is basically a one-off. He's just trying to capture a criminal or whatever. Like, I'm always marveled by anime in that they all look the same. Like you could watch a Bugs Bunny cartoon or The Simpsons or Super Friends, and they all look so different. But like anime always looks the same. I'm always shocked by that. Like they have a template; they're not allowed to deviate from it. Motion always looks the same. It's always a little jaggedy looking and.
Well, some of them look different, but a lot of them look alike.
I just don't get it. I don't get why they all look the same. And this might be borderline racist. I don't know. I'm going to say it anyway, but like it's all made by Japanese people, but they always try to make people look as white as possible. They never look Japanese. I don't get why that is. I mean, that's fine, but
well, some of them are like they're not Japanese. Like
Avatar or something like that was American made, but
this
like
is Japanese,
like some
right?
of them they're German. You've got,
but I mean, all the ones that are known for being Japanese anime, it's like they don't want to make them look Japanese. They want to make them look like whiteys. I don't know why.
Round eyes are popular.
Yeah, I guess that's what it is. I don't know. But anyway, Cowboy Bebop. So far, 4 episodes
Japanese eyes are super sexy.
Yeah. I don't know why they don't recognize the fact that they're hot. If they made them all look like hot cartoon Japanese people, that'd be great, right?
Works for me.
Anyway, I'm down with Cowboy Bebop. I'll watch all of it. I'm going away on vacation next week. Cowboy Bebop is the first thing I'm watching when everybody else is like, "Hey, we're going to play a game." I'm like, going in my room. I'm going to watch like 4 or 5 hours.
Do you download it? Or do you
it's on Hulu. I don't know if I can even do that. Like Hulu, I don't know if I can download.
Because I know I could download on mine.
I can download Netflix, but I don't know if I can download Hulu.
Yeah, I don't know.
And I always forget that it's on Hulu. Every time I go to watch it, I've watched a half hour, and then an hour. And every single time I went to Netflix and searched and searched. I'm like,
you're like, they took it off.
It's on fucking Hulu. And then I'd go to Hulu and watch it. And the next time I'm going to Netflix, and I'm like, where the hell is it? Yes, Hulu. Like, so I did all 3 times. So now I'm remembering it's on Hulu.
That happened to me with Parks and Rec.
Parks and Rec.
Netflix took it off. I was like, I was in season 5. I was like, come on.
It was nowhere else?
It was somewhere. I think it was on Hulu.
Oh,
I finished the rest of it on Hulu. I was like, come on.
Why are all these things like, how does somebody like Peacock stay in business when they advertise having The Office exclusively? The Office,
but then it's all over Comedy
I could
Central.
turn on TBS right now. I guarantee you, The Office. It's either The Office or Big Bang. It's one of the two.
Yep. And if it's not on there, it's on Comedy Central.
Yeah, it's always on. So it's exclusively. Yeah, I guess if I wanted to watch them all in a row without commercials, but if I also didn't want to pay, I could just turn on a regular channel.
Yeah.
I don't get how any of that works. Anyway, that's it.
Yeah, I think this has been our exciting and new mini podcast. I'm Jason.
I might be drunk. I'm sorry. I'm Andy.
And I'm Brian.
You can catch us at the exciting and new podcast on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram,
No religious fight.
TikTok,
Spreaker.
and Spreaker. Yeah, Spreaker. And I am the Jazoo on Instagram, Jazoo74 at Twitter.
I'm AE Gonzo. If you want a religious war, come directly to me. AE Gonzo 1 at Twitter. Come at me.
And I'm Brian. Oh, wait a second. Papa Bad Kenny.
There you go.
You said I'm Brian twice.
And I'm Ryan.